Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back on this Friday afternoon to a new episode by the Pokemonster. And what you see in front of you is my full art trainer Pokemon card binder. And the idea of this video is that we're going to add this stack of Pokemon cards full art trainers to the binder. Now while I was pre-sorting all the Pokemon card full art trainers that I had laying around in an ETB, I pretty quickly stumbled upon a problem, and that is that every card now has different rarities. So for example, starting off here with the Trainer Gallery Acerola, it is a Trainer Gallery but it is on card market deemed an illustration rare, or rather this part of the Trainer Gallery, the last part of the Trainer Gallery of each set is called a Special Illustration Rare. We have a Special Illustration Rare Parasol Lady here. But when I started out collecting Pokemon cards back in 2020, I left the hobby for 10 to 12 years and then I came back in 2020. There were only 4 trainers which were deemed, in my opinion, or as I can remember, ultra rares. So now you have illustration rares, IRs, and you have special illustration rares, SIRs. You still have the full art trainer regular ultra rare rarity, and to me it feels pretty tough to combine everything. As you saw my stack of cards, we probably have another 300 to 400 cards. Now if you follow my episode updates on the full art trainer binder, you can see there are also already 300 cards in there. The binder can hold 500 cards, I believe. So that demands a huge reorganization in the binder, and I have to let go of some cards or rather purchase a new binder to be able to store everything safely. And to me that's a little bit of a shame, but it is also part of growing a Pokemon card collection. If you buy more cards, yes, you need some other ways of sorting and reorganizing, obviously. For example, I had all these trainer galleries in there first, then I knew already I needed more place and more space for more regular ultra rares, because these are called character rares, CHR. I already had to let go of these, in the binder at least, and I think I have to purchase a new binder specially for those, whether they are Japanese or English. So I would like to hear your opinion on how you are collecting and sorting your Pokemon cards. Are you doing it by rarity, for example, or are you trying to store Erica cards with other Erica cards? The problem for me is that I have now 60 Nimona cards, let's say for example, and then I have another 20 Nimona special illustration rares. If they are going to release new Nimona cards in the future, which I think is not unthinkable. It is a new trainer and very prominent in the game and also in the, I think in the anime as well. So if I want to add more of those new cards, how am I going to solve that problem that I don't have enough space currently? So we have a beautiful Erica card here. We purchased a new worker and a Misfortune sister. We purchased some more Elisa Sparkle. I have almost now completed 2 pages of the Beauty of Vivid Voltage regular ultra rare full art trainer. Very excited to add those and finally fill up those pages, since I'm already collecting these since the start of Vivid Voltage, which was 2020-2021. Then we have a Zinnia, Evolving Skies, great card, some Melanie trainers. I have a lot of Melanie trainers, full art regular ultra rares from Chilling Reign. And then I have a couple Galarian galleries, and also called special illustration rares. It is really starting to become a chaos. Oh, you can see it actually here on the desk. And then we even have the era problem. I have some Sun and Moon cards, X and Y cards, Sword and Shield cards a lot, and some obviously Scarlet and Violet cards. It's also another method to structure everything and buy new binders per era. Let me know what you think of it. Some Shining Legends full art trainers here, the Pokemon Breeder and the Cynthia from Brilliant Stars. Great card, picked them up for $4 a piece, and with the release of the new Cynthia cards in Heatwave and Destined Rivals, these cards climbed up to like 100% plus in value to $8. People suddenly wanted to collect them. Well, it was first only a little bit more expensive compared to other cards for the playability aspect. It was a great draw engine, but not liked by everybody. Then we have a Japanese version of the Lieutenant Yoshida. Okay, it is only an Asian or Japanese exclusive. I really want to have so many as possible in my binder and all near mint. But I can conclude that I already need to make separate binders for Japanese and English cards, as I am just running out of space. So we have a Professor Research, really cool Professor Seda artwork. It's a regular ultra rare from Scarlet and Violet base, I think, as we move into another worker. Acerola Premonition again is an illustration rare. So I just look like Rudy right now, piling everything up everywhere. And it doesn't make sense anymore to me. So is this an illustration rare or special illustration rare, or is this just a regular full art ultra rare? I really have to find out about it. Some black border trainer galleries, I think those are special illustration rares right now. So as I'm already recording for about 10 minutes and we haven't even took a look at the binder yet, I think I will keep this video for sorting the cards. Then I have to really think and decide on my own which cards do I want in which binder, and maybe in the meantime already purchase 1 or 2 extra binders. We have one more Pokemon breeder, Karen's Conviction. I only purchased and collected one of this one, and now I have 7 or 8 for between 10 and 13 bucks a piece. I think the Chilling Reign trainers are going to do really well in the future. I still need Caitlyn, I think that's Chilling Reign as well, and I need Flannery. Maybe I have one Flannery, not certain. And we have some more Poke Kits, great card. As we move into one more Poke Kit, and as you can see, some of these sleeves I still have them as I purchased them. Some people put tabs on there. I do that as well. It's easy for shipping to get them out of the top loader more easy. But I have not re-sleeved those cards first. And then we have one more Beauty, one more Penny, a Lady. I was not going to pick up more ladies, but this one was in a trade if I'm correctly. We have some Lana's 8 here and a Perrin and one more Lana's 8. I'm really fan of the Perrin, and I think it is finally time for me to start picking up 1 or 2 of these special illustration rares. Now I really have to investigate the prices, because I also want some for my Japanese art rare binder, which I already contain the Hisuian Growlithe, which is the other part of this special illustration rare. It's not this particular one because this is an ultra rare, but the other variant on this card. Can you follow it so far? I think it is really becoming a big mess. So in the full art trainer binder currently we also have the Flavies and other yellow border trainer galleries. I think those are the first ones that have to go out of there. I think it's really a shame because I have a lot of Elisa cards and I would like to fit every Elisa card together, but I cannot simply buy for every trainer a separate binder. I don't have enough storage space to put all those binders, and they will come up with new trainers, old trainers will get new cards, etc. So that is what I said previously in other Pokemon Card Mail Day videos. It is really a struggle for me to go over all these trainers right now. Specifically because I don't have enough space in the binder, as you will see. And I have no clue how I should sort everything. But here we have one of the coolest new full art trainer cards. It's not really new, but it's from the first anniversary Chinese gift set. I think this was a part of multiple promos that came out that year. And they obviously are already from the Sun and Moon era in Japanese Pokemon cards. But this card was 30 bucks. I think it is a really cool card for that price. In Japanese it's over 2,000 euros. I purchased 10. I sold 5 for 5 bucks per piece profit. And I think I will still buy more if they become available in the market for a little bit cheaper than what I sold them for. I have all these Friends cards in my binder. I thought this is a really good replacer or placeholder for the ones from Japanese, because I simply cannot pay 2,000 bucks for one card. But I have all the other variants in English, and now this card is not available in English, but I really would like to collect it, so let's put it up there. We have a Lieutenant Surge Magnemite, great card, have a couple of them in English and Japanese. I already have 4 of these, purchased between 15 and 25 bucks a piece, I believe. May with Blaziken, and I have some of the VMAX variant as well, but I think the artwork on this one is cooler. I'm not sure the price of the VMAX is higher, I think. But I want maybe possibly an entire page filled with VMAX and V's combined of this card. And I now only have like 4 slots left in the binder. Another Blissey Joy, great card. Black border 4 trainers. Or rather trainer galleries are really some of my favorites. Lost Origin has a couple of cool ones too. So we have some more trainer galleries, and even the versions before the trainer galleries. I think it is also called an illustration rare now on Card Market, the ones from Cosmic Eclipse. It's Wishy Washy, right, with Lana. Yeah, great card. And these cards are all really great condition as well. I have already sorted everything out. Obviously I have some cards in lesser condition, like excellent PSA potential PSA 6 cards. But for my 4 trainer binder I really would like to have everything mint. So we have a lot of Charizards in that binder already, but I think I'm really afraid I have to purchase a new binder for all the illustration rares, as we can call them right now, instead of trainer galleries. Some more Misfortune Sisters. This one only has 1 card, these three girls, but also the Gengar illustration rare, the trainer gallery from Lost Origin, has those people on there. One more Pokemon Center lady, and I just purchased this Fisherman, which happens to be the artist of all the gold stars as well. I just found that out while doing the previous update, but as you can see, I've not been able to stuff every new 4 trainer that I collected at that point into the binder yet either, because I already encountered the space problem basically. So we have the Poke Kit. Conclusion today, it is really good. I have handled these cards now once more instead of sitting in the box. Do some rotation on them like that, so they don't get stuck on each other. As we move in the ball guy, I only had 2 slots for the ball guy. They are already filled up. I thought in the end when I was purchasing cards I needed some more ball guys. So we need to make space in the binder again. Gita illustration, special illustration, rather some more jasmines. Yes, I'm at the point I want a page with these jasmines and then a couple of the special illustration rares. I thought initially the Licia was way cooler, but I start to appreciate the Jasmine card as well. Once you come at the point where you have basically collected every card that you wanted and could afford and enough copies of every card, yeah, you can also start to think and move the priority or focus to other cards that you deemed not to be the best and start purchasing some of those as well. As we have another Lieutenant Yoshida. Great stories, great memories in collecting those, and I'm really curious to see what they will do in the future value-wise. I paid between 20 and 25 bucks each. Only one at a time. There are not a lot of listings with multiple copies from one seller. We have the special illustration Erica here, and I think some more Jasmine Gaze, so we have already a full page now of 12 copies. That's great to see. More ball guys, Professor Burnett, some more trainer galleries that we just have to see, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all these cards, how I'm going to restructure the binder, but I will do that in silence on my own. And then we do another video, I think, regarding the result and what I have changed as we move into the Clara Great Chilling Rain 4 trainer as well. I've purchased numerous of these promo cards from the Premium Tournament collection too. Here we have the 4 Licia's Appeal Great card, the Danny. I want some copies of this card in the 4 trainer binder as well, or rather maybe we make a new special illustration rare binder. But for now we're just going to take a look at what I have here pre-sorted. Some Oleanas, a Dendra special illustration rare. I can remember it is not too expensive if you want some 4 trainer special illustration rares. The Gita, the Nimona, and this one is also one to pick up, and the Umbreon with Penny, I remember now, that's a special illustration rare, is also a great one for 15 bucks or so. Arizu, Misfortune Sisters, a Roseanne's backup still. Yeah, I've purchased a couple of those. So here we have the Friends in Sinnoh and then one more of the Chinese Friends in Alola cards. So this card went up in value immensely. I think it's about 40 bucks right now. It's insane. The sealed decks as well. I have covered that Marnie's Morpeko extensively as well. Great card. I wish I had more. I have 5 and no, I have 4 left. I had 3 sealed decks and 1 copy in the binder, and then I sold 1 copy as well. One more of those Alone and Friends, Perrin. And to some people, to be honest, this might just all be bulk and trash. These are 4 bucks, 5 bucks, 3 bucks. This one is 10 bucks, and some people really think it is, well, basically bulk. Another $3 4 trainer card. But if you add everything up, and there are also some cards 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks in here, then it will be a considerable amount of money as a Pokemon card collection, in my opinion. I'm really happy with them, and what you can see as well is that the Jesse and James 4 trainer card from Hidden Fates, it was deemed not collectible and trash, and it was overprinted and no one wanted it for 2 bucks a piece. And it sits now ungraded at 30 bucks a piece, while the PSA 10 is about 300 bucks each. I asked some advice from someone and I told them I planned to purchase 60 copies for 2 bucks a piece, and they said don't do it, it's a trash card, and I purchased 5 only. So in the end I wish I just never listened to them, but they also gave me some really great advice in the past. And I don't blame anyone, I should have just collected it, but I was pretty new into the hobby. I never saw Pokemon in my past when I was a kid, obviously as an investment, although I have never sold off my childhood collection, so but the value of that is not shockingly higher, so no crystals, gold stars, nothing like that. I have the base set complete, which I was very proud of at the time, and now as well, regardless of the condition of the cards, maximum PC7 on some cards. Still very grateful that I have that after 25 years. I purchased these cards for collection purposes, obviously, but also with the intention to be able maybe to sell it later, or at least for it to gain value, and even without me selling it. So how did I acquire all these cards? Well, I dumped a lot of money into the Pokemon card trading card game. I started collecting all these cards, and at one point in time around 2024 I also started to sell Pokemon cards. Just as a side hustle / hobby, because I never took a penny profit from it. But what I did was, with the gains of the sales, I purchased new cards to grow the collection. Some sealed boxes, some Pokemon cards. I started to acquire multiple copies of each card. I also sold off my initial collection that I basically built up from 2020 to 2024. And then in 2024 I decided to sell all the cards and start acquiring multiple copies of each card that I really wanted to have multiples of, so that I would be able in the future to sell again a couple and still have some in my collection, and in the meanwhile make a little bit of profit in order to buy new cards. So yes, I'm starting to show you some other cards that I think are really cool. I think this is supposed to be a secret rare, or it is later on in the video. We have the 3rd place, 4th place, Lucamine and Acerola. Some bird cards starting to rise in value. We have 28 currently of the birthdays Pikachu. Another Armored Mewtwo here that I showed in a previous episode as graded card. And here we have some trainer galleries, or actually art rares, the Japanese variant of the illustration rare, that I really would love to add to the Cynthia page and the Lily page in the Full Trainer binder. So there will be some tough decisions and cutoffs to be made in the Full Trainer binder in order to make more space for other cards that I want to have in there. But anyways guys, that was it for today's episode. I think some cool vintage holos here. And let me know your opinion on how I should structure the binder. Should I show it one more time right now? Just to give you all an idea on what it looks like right now. So we have only one slot for the Giovanni, and I already saw it in the 4 trainer pile. Now I know I'm not gonna purchase any more Jesse and James for a 10x of the initial purchase, so I'm going to move those down and then expand the Giovanni part over here. Then, as I said, I had 4 slots for the Poke Kit and only 2 slots for the ball guys. I really would love to expand the Poke Kit slots and maybe make it 1 page even. I'm not gonna purchase more hops. I need 1 more Kaboot just to fill up the page. I have some more Brocks and Misty's Determinations. I can easily remove those 2 and then put some more Poke Kits here. I think we finally managed, because I still have some envelopes from the Pokemon card mail days from season 1 that I still have well opened to check the condition and confirm the shipment. But I have never took a look in it, and it can be filled with some more beauties, for example, from like 3 years ago. Moving to the Acerola part, these are all trainer galleries, and I think these are just illustration rares, but I don't know how they were called in the actual release time of Cosmic Eclipse. Anyways, I want to fill up more Acerolas. I had an opportunity to buy 100 copies for about $5 each of this one. And once I decided I want to have them from the European card market, I already talked to the seller. They were already sold. I think that buyer has a great investment opportunity, $500 for 100 copies of this card. But the seller was also really happy he sold 100 copies at once. But I think if he asked $1 to $2 more with 100 copies, you can kinda control the market a little bit. I think he would have gotten for 100 copies $100 more in total, or $200 more in total. It's just $1 more or $200 more in cash, you know. We have some X and Y and Sun and Moon era Pokemon cards here. I have a lot of the Team Skullgruns, really fan of that card, so I think the Adventures Discovery has to move out to another page. I don't know if I'm going to purchase more of these cards, because they are starting to get more expensive. I purchased the Plumeria for $8, then I purchased it from Greece once more for $12, and that card came in all wet and damaged in the mail. And the seller did not believe me. That's about 2 to 3 years ago as well. So I didn't get a refund and he just straight out blocked me, and well, that was it. But my point was, without digressing too much, this card's now 25 bucks. I want to have some more different Skylas, but they have to be near mint, so probably it will be the Shining Fates ones. I need to fill up this page. You saw that we purchased a lot, like 5 more copies of these cards. Here is the struggle with the Alolan Friends. That is a Chinese card, while I have all these cards in English, so it is no problem to move the doctors away, so I have 2 pages for all these Friends cards. But still, I think it is a problem in the end. And we'll move to the Daisy's Help. Well, I saw 1 more in the pile we just checked. I have a couple more spots here. I'm not gonna purchase more. The Tulips, I really want to have 3 special illustration rares here. Still affordable, not sure if they will ever go up, but just like the Gita, also very affordable special illustration rares. Then I decided to make an entire page for Erica, an entire page for Miriam, and an entire page for Bianca with their respective special illustration rares. As you can see, I still need the Miriam. Here you can see the trainer galleries that I have collected, and I have collected many more. I think I'm already quite close on finishing this page, but I think they eventually have to move to another binder. Some pennies. Well, the penny from Palladian Fates already doesn't fit on the page if I want to fill up every row with the same card. The Dendra special illustration rare, I can remove one of those, but I might want to have a full page of Dendras too. So we have Doctors and Roseanne's backups, want a full page of them as well. I purchased some more Shaunas, what should I do with them? And don't forget all the countless illustration rares and trainer galleries that we have not even looked at, that were in another pile. That I had not even sorted them into the pile of 4 trainers that we took a look at today. Some more ladies. I really want to have more of this one, but I think it starts to get more expensive. I have a lot of workers, I have a lot of pennies. I have a lot of parents already, I have some more Sedas. Seda has also a Seda's Vitality, Professor Research, and they have a special illustration rare, so 3 variants of 1 trainer. And the Scarlet and Violet era is the first era where this trainer was introduced, or a professor rather. So you can already see this page is pure chaos. I really have to sort that out as well. I have some like 8 Karens now. I have 12 Jasmines. I want some more different Iono cards. I'm just trying to sell a PSA 9 Iono right now from Palladian Fates in order to buy a binder copy of that same card, but it is a little bit less expensive. And I came to the conclusion that I don't really need that card slabbed in a PSA 9. And then we have the Elisa Sparkle that I have multiples of right now. We have the Parasol Lady special illustration rare. So here I have some space, you know, but that's only 1 to 2 pages, and then we start to see the Japanese Pokemon cards. I really need some more space for the Lieutenant Yoshidas. I purchased another Iris Fighting Spirit in the meantime. We have here some more trainer galleries, so I think all the trainer galleries have to make space for my new 4 trainers, and then I have to see what I will do with those trainer galleries, which I'm very happy to own as well. Now that was the binder. And yet again, everybody, please let me know your advice on how to structure the 4 trainer binder, or is there a bigger binder? I don't mean in more slots per page, but a binder with more pages. I thought this Ultra Pro binder is already quite large with 500 slots, I think. And I would really love to hear if you like this kind of episodes, guys. It takes me a lot of effort. The mail day is just unbox Pokemon cards, talk about them. Talk about the rarity and scarcity and stuff, and the condition above all, and then the price, and that's all I had to do for the Pokemon card mail days. Maybe why I collect them, but for this, yes, this takes a little bit more effort and editing, and I'm already recording for 50 minutes almost. Let's end the video here. Thanks everybody for watching. Leave a like on the video if you like this kind of content. Subscribe to the channel for more Pokemonster content, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Have a great weekend.